Well, we're gonna get started. So today, we have Dana making Oyako Donburi, and that is a dish typically for our mother. That means mother and child. So thank you so much, Dana, for cooking, because a lot of people at Westlight love it when you make food because it's really good. So Auntie Lori and I thought it would be a good idea for you to make some of your really good food. So with that, Dana, you can take it away.
Okay, thanks. So preface, I'm just a cook. I'm not Chef Kevin. So don't ask too many detailed questions. Wait, my cameraman left. Brandon! Okay, so Oyaki Donburi is, oh, I didn't get the eggs out. It's egg and chicken. Forgot the eggs. That's the important part. And I'm working on rewriting the directions or the instructions so I could post it on Slack or something or email it out to whoever. But it's super simple. Let's see if I could share what I have. You see it?
Yes.
Okay. So we have chicken, onion, shiitake, eggs, dashi or chicken broth, shoyu, sugar, and mirin. And mirin is, can you see it? That. So I always have that on hand. So let's see. I already cut everything so that, let's see. So it's a little faster. Can you see it now? No, it's not there yet. There it is. So here's the chicken. I always add a vegetable to sneak in vegetables. So today I did spinach, but a lot of times I do, I always have spinach and French cut green beans in my freezer, and then onion and shiitake mushrooms. And then there's also the sauce stuff. So pretty simple. It takes you like, I don't know, 10 minutes to chop everything, maybe 15. You could also, if you don't like to handle chicken, you can buy a roasted chicken and shred that and just throw it in. That's even faster cooking. I also add tofu sometimes. So I'll add that to the instructions of all the extra stuff that I add. So I go to a cooking class, and that's why it, you'll see it's, the recipe is actually from Hitomi Hashimoto. I gotta give her a shout out because she teaches me how to cook. Okay. My cameraman left.
Brandon.
Sorry. Here. You have to stand on this side, and then I'll turn it on.
Hi, Brandon.
Get good angles, okay? I usually start off by sauteing the onions because the child behind the camera doesn't like hard onions. So to make sure the onions are cooked, I just saute them first. So
that olive oil or sesame oil?
Olive oil or whatever oil you have on hand. Well, something not flavored.
Is oil necessary?
I like it. It does it a little bit better. It's not too necessary. But you don't, like, it's not in the directions. So technically, you could just take the sauce. You're supposed to take the sauce and then add the onions. But because he likes them soft, I want to make sure they're really well cooked. So I'm looking here. So I saute them first. But you don't have to. It's like an extra step that I do for this child behind the camera. Does anyone have questions while we're waiting for the oil to heat up?
Hi, Brandon.
Julie, did you cut bangs?
Oh yeah, Jaden just cut my hair like 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
Oh no.
You use butter instead of oil?
I don't know. I don't like.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Why not? I guess so.
Yeah, because everybody likes butter. And
You know, like when you go to Benihana, they always use butter in their fried rice and
Yes.
butter for everything.
It tastes so much better. Yeah, I just do it to soften it up. Little Tokyo they're having a curry contest this week. If anyone's interested in watching that.
How do you stand so straight during an earthquake?
Oh my.
We'll talk about earthquakes. PTSD.
Is it a curry contest where you eat curry or you cook curry?
I don't know. I've never been. I think it sounds like fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess while those are sauteing, we could make the sauce. So, no, the cord doesn't make that far. I wonder if we could airplay. Let's try to airplay. That's too much work. No, I'll just move the sauce over. Here, come back. Come back. Okay, so I'm going to show you leaving Dashi, cup of water. And then a lot of times I double the sauce because they like it saucy on the rice. So brown sugar.
Diaper bag on that.
6 tablespoons to show you.
Is that regular or low salt?
I use regular. I also lose count.
Oyako, Donburi.
3 tablespoons meeting. And dashi.
Hey dear, here's your iPad.
Don't rush, Dad.
Where is he?
He's in the back. Gotta stir. Okay, so you just, oh, I didn't mix the brown sugar. Hold on. Mix all the sauce ingredients and then pour it in. Add the shiitake. You just let it sit. You add the chicken. And you just spread it out over your pan so that it can cook evenly. And this is when I would also add tofu if I wanted to add tofu. I add tofu because it's bulky and the kids like tofu. And it fills them up a little bit more. And then the spinach. A lot of spinach. And then you just let that sit for a bit while I break the eggs. So I forgot to do that earlier.
Dana, can I ask a question? Did you say, do you like to use white meat or dark meat?
I usually use thigh, but you can use both.
Thanks.
5 eggs. 6 eggs. Oh, 6 eggs. I didn't see the one here. So all the new cooks out there, I always break my eggs into a clear glass. So on the bottom, I could look to see if I have any shells, because I'm notorious for breaking and then having shells. So then you take, if you have a shell, I'll probably have a shell. If you have a shell, you wet your finger and then you use your finger to fish the shell out. I learned that from Rachel Ray.
Why do you wet your finger?
To get the shell out,
Yeah.
just because you have better control over your finger. So let's see if I have any shells. I don't think I have any shells. Nope, no.
What do you wet your finger with?
No. Water. I use water, Paul. Use water.
Liar, liar.
Oh,
Called spit.
oh.
You use. I mean, if you're cooking for yourself, use your spit. Doesn't matter. It's going to the same place.
That's right.
True.
I
That's the
would
mother's
just eat
love
the
part.
shell.
I mean, if you're cooking for others in COVID, I don't know if you should use your spit.
If you do, you have a excuse why not to share.
That's right.
You're
Then
healthy.
you just pour it over. And then cover. Let it sit for like a half an hour and 20 minutes or whatever until your chicken is done.
Dana, how high is your flame when you're cooking all these ingredients?
Well, it says to bring it to a boil, so that's what it looks like. Sorry. I have it pretty high. It's at like there, 5, 4.5, 5.
Can you show the flame?
Not that. That's not that high, but. That's it. You just wait. Oh, make sure you make rice because the rice takes longer than the food. At least my rice cooker takes 45 minutes. Say that again?
You turn over the chicken or just?
Nope. It's sitting in the broth and the sauce. So it all cooks and the chicken or the vegetable on top is fine. And the steam actually cooks the egg.
Is this one of those cooking shows where you, 5 minutes later, you show us the whole thing you just did?
No. No. I shared a picture. I mean, you basically put it in rice and then you put your rice in and then you scoop it out and put it on top. And then I take a little bit of the sauce and I drizzle it over. I guess I could have made more. Kat's talking, but she's muted.
Sorry, the rice is on the bottom,
Uh-huh.
and then whatever, you scoop it out from the pan directly.
Mhm.
And when you say more sauce, where do you get that?
It's in the bottom of the pan. Sorry, it's so boring now.
Oh, it's so good.
Is Kendall still on the line?
No, he left.
Go.
That's messed up.
Okay, I missed a large part of this. How am I going to get it? Is somebody recording it?
Yeah.
They are?
Recorded. And then I'll send out the instructions.
Okay.
Dana, so when it's cooking, do you know it's done? What is the consistency of the egg supposed to get like? Because I know with Donburi, it's kind of custardy.
Yeah, it'll look like you won't see. You're looking for it to not be runny on the top. Yeah.
What?
The egg, you'll know when it's done when the egg looks done. And I mean, the chicken is bite-sized, so it really only takes like 15 or 20 minutes to cook the chicken through. And the egg's usually done way before that. Oh,
Are we all invited to dinner now?
You can come over. But you have to sit outside in the 110-degree heat.
Hey, so I'm wondering why you put the mushrooms below the chicken.
I like the mushroom flavor to seep into the sauce. So I put the chicken or the mushrooms in. And I mean, I know that like Julie's house doesn't eat meat, so she would probably, what do you use for egg? Could you use egg?
Oh, we eat eggs.
You do eat egg. Okay, so you would substitute the tofu.
I'd probably do tofu.
Yeah, and
mushrooms.
Yeah.
No.
And is that a non-stick pan or is that just a regular?
It is a non-stick pan.
Do you think if you don't have non-stick pans, like we don't, do you need to line it with a bunch of oil?
No, I don't think so. You probably want to make it lower because the non-stick, the sugar in the sugar will burn. So you probably want to make it lower.
Is there something you should put like before everything?
Besides cooking your rice first, rice takes like 45 minutes to make, and this takes usually 30 minutes to make.
Oh.
So you want to make sure your rice is done because you want to eat it fresh. You don't want to eat it like 20 minutes later when your rice is done, because then you're torturing yourself.
Where's all the boys and Jean?
Jean's over there. I think Lucas has his Zoom. He has the youth life group at 11. And Brandon said he's standing too long. So he left.
Dana, I don't under you said it takes half an hour to cook. What takes so long?
The you want to just make sure the chicken's done. So 20, 30 minutes. Depends on. Yeah.
So if I'm using 15 minutes, like rice that's jasmine rice, it only takes 15 minutes. You said 45. Is that because you're using a rice cooker?
My rice cooker takes 45 minutes.
He's also making a lot of rice because there's like, the boys are there. Dana, can you explain to Bill Conaway why this is called mother and child instead of father and child?
I don't even know what Kendall was saying.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. And I'm not that Japanese.
Chicken, and egg.
Is it buri
Yeah,
like a bowl?
that's why it's mother and child.
Bowl, right?
Huh?
Oh, egg and chicken means, oh, I get it.
As opposed to rooster. Roosters don't have eggs. All right, never mind. Sheesh. I was going to ask Kendall, but he wasn't online.
His internet went out.
See if I could share my screen and what it looks like.
I can't wait to taste the samples that are coming our way. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that looks good.
this is torture.
Yeah, this is professional looking.
Hey, Dina has green pants.
I haven't had breakfast.
Wait, what's a green pan?
Everyone's whining now.
Jackie, you're whining.
Hungry.
So Dana, I missed it. What is the green?
Spinach.
Spinach.
So you have chicken, spinach, egg, and what else? Oh, mushrooms and onions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And spit if you get eggshells in there.
Yeah. And I either use green beans or first it's French cut green beans because they're thin and it doesn't seem like you're eating like chunks of green beans, or spinach. I always have those two things on hand.
Are the French beans chopped?
Let me see if I have in the freezer. Hold on. They're just frozen French cut green beans.
Dana, can you show us what the mushrooms look like also while you're looking at the green beans?
I don't know where they are. They're deep in the freezer. Say that again?
Can you show us what the mushrooms look like?
He doesn't know what a mushroom looks like.
There's different types of mushrooms.
Shiitake mushrooms from the market, just from Ralph's.
Is that picture behind you Kendall or Matthew?
That's Kendall.
Oh, I thought
That was from February.
Hey, Julie, I want to know what is behind you.
Oh, it's this virtual background. Remember that viral video of that newscaster and his kids came in the room in the back? That's the little girl and the baby.
I thought you had some dolls back there.
That'd be creepy.
It looked like, I was like, who is that supposed to be? And then, are they moving? Are they not?
And I thought, it doesn't look like Jaden.
Yeah.
Creepy.
That's like my favorite viral video ever.
Hey, I need to hear, what's the name of it? I need to look it up.
I think it's like, it was the BBC and the little kids burst in on the dad who was giving a report.
There's not going
I'll
to be.
try and find it.
Let Julie share her screen and show it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that'd be
hold
entertainment.
on.
And Dana, what's behind you right now?
Hey,
I think I found it. Did you find
Paula,
it?
your kitchen is so clean.
Yeah. Is it Children Interrupt BBC
Yes.
News? And
Yes.
yes. You see the little girl?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Fundraising deadline coming up for Senate Democrats. They need your help right now if they're going to meet it. I'm asking you to donate now. Flip the cylinder.
Is there going to be a test at the end of this show?
There should be.
So Dana, if you were going to say, for people maybe not as fancy as you are, what would be like the basic C student ingredients we should use as opposed to all of the flavors? Like what would be the bare minimum? I get chicken and egg.
Chicken, egg.
Yeah, mother, child, get that part.
You have to have
And rice.
shoyu. Like you have to have.
Well, that's every meal. Okay, got that.
And then if you don't have this and you have sake, you could replace sake with this. What else do I know about meeting?
Yeah, but Dana, meeting is sweet though.
Yeah, but there's already sugar in here, so you should be fine.
Sugar and where?
In the sauce, there's sugar.
She put in the brown sugar.
Oh, so another ingredient is brown sugar. That's what I'm at. I'm trying to figure out what's the bare minimum.
You can use any sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, you can use any sugar. And I put less sugar than it calls for because I don't like it as sweet. I like it salty. And then if you don't have chicken broth, if you don't have dashi, so dashi's like a fish. What is it? Fish. Mom. Mom, you need to unmute. It's a fish powder or something.
That's a large one. Where'd you get that?
I stole it from my mom. And
oh my gosh, that's huge.
But like this is dashi also. It's just a different kind of dashi, right? But just I use chicken broth, so you can just use chicken broth. Sometimes if I get fancy, I use chicken broth and dashi. But I have to have a lot because Lucas makes miso soup and puts this in miso soup.
But you don't have to have dashi either. You could have, right? You could just have shoyu, sugar,
and broth. And if you don't have broth, you can use a bouillon cube.
And if you didn't have a bouillon cube,
you can make your own chicken broth.
Yeah, a can of broth.
Make your own chicken broth. Has it been 20 minutes yet?
Yeah, boiled chicken. Boiled chicken and then have your own broth.
I did that and then I froze it into little ice cube trays so that I can throw it in dishes.
Oh, I know a good shortcut.
Really?
It's called Yoshinoya.
No.
That's real quick.
That's real, but isn't that, I think that's super sweet, isn't it? Super sweet.
Yoshinoya, going to Yoshinoya and picking up a bowl.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Wow.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Or it might be quicker just to drive to Dana's house,
But okay, so Dana and Jean and everybody over there is so safe. So if you have to take your own utensils and your own plate.
That looks good.
Dana, how easy is this to transport? In other words, let's say you make it, like how long would it be good?
On a date?
Huh?
Are you taking it to someone for a date?
You want to date me? You bring that food over, that's fine.
Wait, are you talking about my uncle?
This is so twisted. Paul, are you thinking of transporting this?
I don't think
hot dish.
I don't want to. I want it to be transported to me.
No, I don't think it transports well because it gets weird. The egg and everything, like better fresh.
Can you use anything besides spinach?
Yes. Well, you don't have to put any vegetable at all.
All right.
But I like to trick my children, and I've always put spinach. I either blended it when they were little, or I chopped it up super duper duper small that they didn't even know it was there.
Whoa.
So that, and then we like green beans in our house, so I have French cut green beans in the freezer all the time.
Because this seems like a very healthy dish.
It's pretty healthy, except for all the sugar and salt.
Yeah.
But you can, you don't have to add as much. And if you wanted to use low sodium, you can use low sodium. If you wanted to use less sugar or whatever sugar you have that you usually use, then you can use that. But it's pretty high in protein. So, and I like to add vegetables to everything. Here, I'll make the dish.
Dana, as your boys get older, you'll need a bigger pan.
So now I make 2 pans.
Oh.
Last time I made it, I made 2. I made one for my house and then one my mom took home. So I fed them with 1 pan and then we made 1 pan. And now it's easy because it's like there's 4 of us here. So it's like, no, everyone only gets a quarter.
Can you show me the outcome of the Oyako Donburi again? Wait, did I say it right?
Wow.
Yum.
Mmm.
See, all that broth on the bottom? This is what the boys like to do. They like to drench their rice in it.
I'm crying right now.
This is torture.
It's so torturous.
Julie, make some and bring it over to me.
It's too hard.
So the list of ingredients is where, Dana? Oh, there you go. Here we are.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold that right there for a second.
Screenshot.
All right.
Can you send it to us, Dana?
Let me make it smaller so you can see the pictures.
I missed it last time.
A screenshot.
Everybody just screenshot it.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, Bill, please send that to me.
Look, I just put it in front of Gene. He's like, I don't want it.
Dana?
I'm going to cook it for you, Paul, and bring it to you.
Can you show me a close-up on the large thing that looks like oil? It's right next to the soy sauce. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's a Japanese staple. If you're gonna cook Japanese food, you have to have this on hand and this on hand all the time.
Okay, I know that. The other one, is this more like a rice vinegar or?
No, it's, I don't know what it is. It's sweet cooking rice seasoning.
Sweet, okay.
Isn't it a wine, like a sweet wine?
Replace it with sake or like a clear wine something.
Okay.
I don't know what clear
You
wine.
can Instacart it at regular grocery stores. They have it.
And how do you spell it?
Ralph's, they have it.
Okay. And it's, how do you Instacart? It's just spelled what?
No, Mirin, M-I-R-I-N.
Okay, got it.
I Instacart all my groceries, but they have it at regular grocery stores.
I put a picture of it on the direction page.
M-I-R-I-N. I didn't get high enough resolution. I couldn't zero into the screenshot. I couldn't read it.
Email it out too.
Okay.
Hi, Brandon.
To eat it.
Yum.
Torturing them even more.
Blow on it. Just kidding.
Thank you for being a videographer.
How come Brandon gets to eat and we don't?
Yeah.
Can you share with us, Brandon?
You have to describe it to us. No.
Hey, Brandon, show us your teeth. Brandon, show us your no braces teeth. Smile. Now.
What? Wow.
Braces.
Wait.
You didn't answer what it tastes like. Oh, good. Tastes good.
It looks good.
Brandon, you only get a quarter of the pan.
Yeah.
That's enough for us.
The expressions he's using means it's very hot, right?
Yeah.
And you want to eat it very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever use broccoli in there?
Can.
No,
You should cut it small.
I would.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
That sounds
You
good.
don't like broccoli?
I would use whatever you have.
I would put any green vegetable, maybe not Brussels
Not
sprouts.
teriyaki.
Ew.
Are you like President Bush? You don't like broccoli?
I like broccoli, just not in the Oyako Donburi.
Mm.
Paul, is that a background or your actual kitchen?
Both?
Wait, it's
So it's your clean kitchen.
I've never seen it cleaner.
This is what it look. I tell you why, Pam. This is what it looks like after the barbecue. Like after Gene is finished here.
Oh,
You're used to seeing
really?
it 3 hours earlier when everybody's still around and it's a mess. So this is what Gene does.
That's so cool.
This is why I have the barbecue, is because Gene come over and clean.
What does it look like at this moment live?
Kind of like this.
Probably still in bed.
It has all the broccoli over there.
Mm.
And Dana and I want you to know, like, if any of you have food or dishes that you want to share with us, because we want you to share it with us. Like, we can do this for anybody.
Yeah.
I know you all have your own specialties.
Thank you, Dana.
We could do mabo tofu next time.
Yeah.
I love maba tofu.
Yeah.
This is my binder of
Wow.
food. So I'm trying to.
You're very organized, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm very organized.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I enjoy knowing that I can flip through my book and it's got.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
There's nobody a picky eater in your family?
Yeah, Brandon's a picky eater.
Oh, what?
He doesn't eat mustard or ketchup. Like, he doesn't eat sandwiches.
Whoop them.
No sandwiches.
He doesn't like sandwiches. He'll sometimes eat a hamburger if that's like the only choice. But he's like a rice and noodles kind of kid.
Why is it that women are more what word am I looking for? Multitasking than men?
Because we use both sides of our brain.
See, we studied that in my brain class.
Yeah.
And it's a proven fact. Sorry, Paul.
I wasn't paying attention. What did you guys say?
It's a tiny corner of his brain.
Confused.
Yeah, we use 1/4.
All right. Thank you so much, Dana.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dana.
Go and cook.
Thank you,
Make it
Dana.
camera work so we could see it actually in action.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let me email the directions. I better read them over one more time to make sure they're right.
Nobody wants to leave.